Okay, welcome to part two. Hopefully your attention spans are still available. Hang on a sec. Why has that happened? All right, let's go. All right, so I was just going to say actually that in this exchange, most of it is caused by Haney can sometimes have a pretty lazy touch jab. Sorry, Lomachenko's just capitalizing on it there. Here, a lazy touch jab, if you get hit by a simultaneous two, that's going to shock your system. You understand? Because when you were throwing out that lazy touch jab, it was because you had a false sense of security. So when someone breaks it, boom, it's like a little shock to the system. It's pretty damaging. Anyway, let's keep going. They spin around here, doing a little dance. All right. Looks forward. Lomachenko's just like, fuck it, I'll go straight into it. Slip look, and then simultaneous left hand, and then tries it again. This time the double lands. Okay, again, Haney is trying to keep the space and doesn't manage to. Keeps it out there and then gets caught with this other left hand. Very creative from Lomachenko. Lomachenko is just staying in that slip position and then finds another left hand and another left hand. 4 left hands, 1 to the body, 2 to the body, and then they clinch. And then Haney lands this shot near the back of the head here. But yeah, really, really good work from Lomachenko here. And that's just off exploiting that lead hand. You know, if you're gonna frame like this, you're gonna have to be a little bit more more aggressive with it, because right now it looks a bit lazy. You know, and if someone can advance this heavily on you, you weren't doing it correctly, in my opinion. Now, obviously, it's easy to say when I'm not fighting Lomachenko. So you could take from that. But okay, Haney squeezes here, gets into a clinch, boom, round the back of the head. Not my favourite bunch. And then they separate. Okay, let's keep going. We've got half the round left. Level change here from Lomachenko. Feinty lead hand, just looking for the parry look, looking for this jab. He feints here. He parries, or more of a parry look. Pivots out of range, and I think takes this right hook to the body on the gloves, stays in front of him, catching counters straight away as soon as he regains his base. Boom. Again, I feel like a lot of Haney's downfall here is just he keeps being lulled into that false sense of security. He shouldn't be this relaxed at this range. But obviously it's easier said than done. When someone's putting this much mental pressure on you, he's obviously trying to catch and counter there. Tries with the right hook, stays in front of him as he keeps the range, about to put out his lead hand, and then gets caught. So then he steps back. He's trying to stay in front of him, rolls under, gets into range. Oh, this is pretty good. So Lomachenko steps forward, using that high guard look, using that 1D lead hand. It makes Haney react by, what does he do? After the touch jab, he drops and bends his waist completely. Lomachenko tries for the left hand, gets smothered, and then on the inside here, obviously Haney's got his right shoulder forward, so it sets up the left uppercut. He's now going to fully put, if you look at his back foot, he puts it back completely. That's going to really set up a strong left hand. And as they break, boom, catches him with this lovely left uppercut here, and then goes back to the frame straight away. Lovely work, lovely work. He feints here and goes straight low to the body as Lomachenko's in front of him, trying to slow him down. Feints here, Lomachenko steps back, and then goes to the body. I don't think that lands super cleanly. Lomachenko, obviously got his high guard here. Steps back, sorry about that. Steps back and tries for the counter left hand. Both in front of each other. Haney lands this lovely 3 over here. Okay. So as he pulls back from that, finds some space. Lomachenko's in front of him. Little looks here. Touch, touch, jab. Touch, touch, right hand. Sorry. Boom. Okay. Really good shot. And what does Lomachenko do? Again, this looks like he's hunched over and hurt. Going to explode out of it. boom. You can see that Haney's not expecting it. Okay. Haney resets to his right. Lomachenko cuts him off, same as usual. This is good lead hand work from Haney. A post or a touch jab, and then feint. A touch, and then gets on his hand, on his head, sorry, and then pushes him down. Obviously, that's just rough boxing, but it was set up by good lead hand work where Haney seemed more intentful, actually, in my opinion. But yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we've got a minute left. Both exchanging some looks. You can see Haney's trying to match him with the looks here. And then throws this great jab to the gloves. Really good jab to the gloves. It's sort of a vertical jab as well. Boom. Causes Lomachenko to sort of do this odd base break. Just trying to stay in front of him now. Lomachenko times this perfectly. He sees that Haney's dropped down. He's feinted the jab. He's going to come around with the hook. So Lomachenko gets low enough. Boom, times this lovely. He wouldn't have been able to do that, guys, without the looks beforehand. Okay? It's only when you get into that rhythm of slipping. If you want a great reference fight, I'm going to study it soon, now that I think of it. But Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith. A big part of Callum Smith's game is a slip inside look, right? Slip outside look. And after a while, in the 9th round, he starts to actually slip inside the jab, actually slip outside the jab. And he only could have done it if he had the rhythm of it through the looks. Okay? All right. Boom. And then they get onto the close range. Well done. Okay. Feints. Haney jabs at these. He's like, oh, he's in that slip position again. Exposed. Boom. Lovely jab over the top. He's got long limbs. And then he tries to commit. Okay? Feint here. Step in with a hook. Step in with a right hand. Step in with... just try to land the hook to the body. But Lomachenko's already smothered him. And then what does Lomachenko do here? As he's getting pulled on, he just works the body. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Christ, he throws a lot. Yeah, so as you can see here, he's getting his head pulled on and he still manages to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Light shots. Mansour. Light shots. All right. Catches him with this great right hook. Haney's fighting out of here. He slips here. Look at this frame here. Look at his forearm. Flipping hell, man. And then tries to land the right hand in between. It's rough, but you know what? Can be effective in this pro boxing game. All right. Feints. Lomachenko decides to take a little break with his feet. Looks. Haney's trying to land that right hand to the body again. Lomachenko sees it with his looks. Has this little roll feint here. He can see it coming. Step back. And then straight back in with the jab. Beautiful work. Haney's obviously very exposed here. Step back and counter with a jab. And then what does Lomachenko do with this jab? 1, 2, and then gets on the inside and steps back again. He moves to his left. 1, 2. It's sort of that inside pivot that we were literally practicing. That is the inside pivot with the jab that we were literally practicing. Then we smothers. He steps back out of range for the right hand. I think it lands a little bit near his chest. Okay? And then comes straight back in. Looks. As you can see, he's got his block look here with a slip. Block look here with a slip. Feint in the lead hand. And then he comes straight in. Once he's lulled Haney a little bit. Haney's bumping out his lead hand. He's going to time it. 2, 2. Doesn't land. Manages to roll under this right hand counter here. Okay. All right, they're coming forward. Lomachenko's still very aggressive. This is a good round. This is a really good round. Feint the jab here. More of a touch jab, actually. So he feints here. Steps forward with that. Tries to jam the lead hand. Finds the 2. tries to find the 3, but Haney smothers. He bends at the waist and then engages with the shoulder, and then tries to land his own right hand. But Lomachenko, as you can see, after the hook, he sort of pushes him off. That creates a little bit of space. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He gets back into his looks. After breaking his base, he's going to slip. Haney's going to jab straight away. Boom. Lovely jab. Okay. Same exchanges. I hope you're starting to understand that boxing is starting to become the same exchanges again and again and again every fight we watch, right? There's nothing new under the sun. That they are the same exchanges done at when I mean that, I mean in a round of a fight, there will usually be the same exchanges changed and changed and changed. Okay. Anyway, jabs here, moves off to his left, looks. Haney's decided not to even wait for the slip look here. He's just going to come forward and pump out his lead hand, looks and jab. Good work. Lomachenko breaks his base, decides to go off to his right now. Haney follows him. He tries to jab in. Lomachenko's now squashed the distance. But what does Haney do? After he squashes the distance, he's going to get this nice forearm frame on the back of Lomachenko's head, hold him in position, and then boom, right hook to the body, and then squeeze even more so that he doesn't get countered. Try it again, okay? Is it fair? I reckon in amateur boxing they'll tell you off, boys. I reckon in amateur boxing they'll tell you off. But he doesn't get countered. So it's somewhat effective. Yeah, somewhat. All right. Looks forward. Double jabs from Lomachenko. This is good. This is a feint first, and then a double jab. So it's almost a triple with the lead hand, right? Because you got the feint here. 1, 2, and then pivot off. Okay. I don't think this right hand counter lands. I think Haney's a little bit pulled back here. He gets caught from the jab, and he's a little bit flustered. Okay. Now Lomachenko is trying to just be slow with his exits here. Slips off here again. How was that slip actually effective? Because he was doing slips here, getting into a rhythm, and then he could see it with a slip. Okay. And then resets to his left. All right. Now they're doing the wand. Haney's feinting back and jabs again inside the glove. It's a really wicked jab. Obviously, it's coming from such a low position and it's coming up quite vertically. Really, really effective jab because it's hard to time. Lomachenko feints forward. And I think this is the end of the round anyway. They're feinting again. And boom. Okay. That was probably the shortest one I've ever done, but hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're still learning as much as you can about these looks and lead hand. Be creative. Take some of these with you when you're practicing your looks. Take some of these frees with you. Take some of these looks for counters. Take some of these decision-making patterns. So how does Lomachenko do it? Does he give looks, then a 2, then smother, and then reset? Do you understand? Just group them together a little bit. Start to really, really understand these 4 decisions, okay? All right, happy training, guys. Well done.